Alright, so in this one, I want to compare Namek Goku to Kao Ken Goku, because I've seen, and it's already, maybe it's too early to really make this video, but I've seen a lot of places where people are saying, oh, Kao Ken Goku could be replacing Namek Goku at this star level, or this could happen on this team because of this situation. I want to talk about it. Now, I have only used Kao Ken Goku on the Instant Showcase. I've done 4 matches with him, and that's it. Namek Goku, I did his overrated video, 6, 7 matches? Haven't used him in 9 months, probably. Like, I don't use this guy. So, with these units, how we're going to do this is how I did this with Gogeta Blue and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, right? If you don't know, I'm just going to look at their kits, going to go over them all analytically, just look at them, compare them side by side. Now, understand, one's strike-based, one's blast-based, so obviously expect Kao Ken to be better strike-based, well, Namek is better blast-based, and then whatever else their gimmicks are of their own kits, right? Then, look at their teams, their best teams, and compare who has a better best team, and does the other unit fit on the other unit's best team? So does Namek Goku fit on strike-based Saiyan team? Does Kao Ken Goku fit on blast-based Saiyan team? Does he replace him and him on each individual team that they're built on? Obviously, we're going to look at the best team, which is Saiyans, but then we're also going to look at Sun Family a little bit, which I don't think is, too crazy to look at, and that's it. That's the only teams they share, right? Sun Family and Saiyans. Obviously, they're Sun Family and Saiyans. They're not going to share anything else. Before we even get into it, though, this guy is Saiyan Saga, so he is going to be his Saiyan Saga Zenkai ability, rather. For Nappa, because Nappa is going to be blue when he drops next week. So if you want to Zenkai buff Nappa, more to an extreme on Saiyan Saga, I'm going to run Saiyan Saga team. Kao Ken Goku is probably going to be worth it. I do think Nappa's going to be very good because he's going to be blue, paired with Vegeta, who's red. If you have Yajirobe, if you have, even this, well, not Copy Man, because he doesn't actually get the Saiyan Saga tag, but if you have just another color, kind of just go with it, maybe LF Piccolo, that team's actually going to work out well. But to start, we're actually going to look at Kao Ken Goku first, since he is the newer one, right? So look at his stats, 14 stars, where you most likely would have him, because this guy's been out for a good minute. 14 stars, 1400%, both of them, obviously. His stats, very fucking good. These are absurd stats. 297k blast, or strike attack. Blast attack, 274. Defense, 197. I think that's probably like a top 10 defense stat in the game. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of strike defense. And then blast defense, 189. Critical, pretty goddamn high. I don't know why. 5.1 is very fucking high for critical. So he has that going for him. We're just going to look at his transform state, by the way. Namek Goku, by the way, we're going to do the same thing. So just understand that, because you can look at their base and transform, but it's like Namek Goku gets his specials, he's transformed. This guy gets a lot better transformed. There's no reason to look at their base. And besides, you can transform within 10, 15 counts. It's not that long. Like, you're not going to die before you transform with them, right? So look at his arts. Well, actually, tags, Saiyan Saga, Sun Family, and Saiyans. His arts. Strike, normal, blast, normal, blue card. Now, he has 2 blue cards. His blue card, prior to the green card pop, when he transformed, is a beam. He does a beam. Kamehameha, times 3, I think. And then when he does his green card, and then he does a blue card, it goes into a dash forward, no blast armor, blue card. So to look at it. Before using a green, he does massive impact damage, inflicts enemy attribute downgrade plus 25% to damage received for 15 timer counts on hit. Then after, he deals massive impact damage plus 100% to special move arts damage inflictor 5 timer counts upon activation, and forcibly cancels own transformation on hit. Yes, you're hearing that, reading that correctly. When he lands it, this Goku deforms. So obviously, if you're going to think in context here in PvP, okay, maybe this is a good finishing move. Why would I pop this when there's 3 guys left and I'm going to deform? I'm not going to have my high stats. I'm going to lose all my greatness. Yes, exactly. You don't want to pop this for a good while. And that's a negative. A big negative in Kaioken. You want to transform with them. You want to pop the greens. But then you don't want to pop his blue. But he's drawing the blue from the greens. So it's a little bit of a dilemma. It does give you free space to like, okay, I'll have this many greens, this many blues, and my rush, it's going to be so hard to predict because I have this green, I have this blue, just from thin air from Kao Ken Goku. It's like, because I have to hold it, I can't pop the blue, because, oh no, I'm going to deform. It gives you a lot more leeway with your rush, and it's going to be hard to guess your rush straight up if you're using this Kao Ken Goku. I remember every single match in the Instant Showcase, just green or blue, and I'd pop a green or blue right before rushing. It's like, what? Oh, okay, I'll take that, because you're getting the normal green or blues that are in your deck, on top of this guy drawing his own. It's a lot of them, right? You can't really anticipate it unless you understand his kit fully and, like, you know, really hammer it home. And just to say, I do think Kao Ken Goku is on the level of Transforming Gogeta, where Transforming Gogeta isn't bad. I don't think he's bad. I think he's good but not busted, right? Kao Ken Goku is there. I do think he's worse, but I think he's good but not busted. His teams makes him better, but the unit himself compared to is worse than Transforming Gogeta, in my opinion. To look at his green card, though, Kao Ken times 3. Restores own ki by 40, restores own Vanish Gauge by 40%. So both of those unconditional, right? He can restore his Vanish Gauge so many fucking times, it's crazy. You pair him with the Yajirobe, this guy is going to be your Kid Buu. Like, Vanish Gauge 40%, boom. You get tap attacked, you're going to get about 20% back. Green, that's 100%. You're good. Like, he's going to be your Kid Buu if you have Yajirobe, straight up. Like, that's a really good thing. But then, applies the flying effects to self until transformation ends. It's 60 counts, by the way. The worst thing about him is that he deformed, but it is 60 counts long, so most likely you won't see that unless you're facing, like, you know, Revival God Key, maybe hybrids, but again, you're not really going to see a green on hybrids, so this guy would kind of shit stomp them. Regen, but again, 80%, 85% of matches, he's not going to deform. So he gets all this. Plus 30% of damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, activates once. So this is off his green card, right? This is what he gets. He just keeps it the entire time until he deforms. Plus 4% of key recovery cannot be cancelled, activates once. And that special move arts cards turn into 4 times Kao Ken Kamehameha. Obviously the dash forward, then deforms afterwards. That's what his green card does to his blue card. Fun fact, he is the only unit in the game that does that. I know Transforming Vegito does it, but he has Blast Armor. He is the only unit in the game, this Kao Ken Goku, who has a beam, and then when he transforms, has a dash forward without Blast Armor. I don't know why he has no Blast Armor, but he's the only unit that has that. So, you know, take that as you will. Green card, very good though. Like, very good. Again, baby Kid Buu right there. Main ability, Body Don't Let Me Down. Draw a special arts card next. Again, green card. Just getting the green cards. Plus 20% damage inflicted for 30 timer counts. Plus 70% to own key recovery for 30 timer counts. Not bad. Key recovery, because he does it card draw speed and 20% damage, kind of low. But they can't make it too crazy. Again, his strike stat is almost 300k. Like, they neutered him in damage inflicted, but they didn't neuter him too much. That's from my experience, though. Z ability, strike, attack, and defense, blue or sun family. Very good Z ability. Zenkai ability, blue, Saiyan Saga, like I mentioned. He'd be good bench for Raditz when he comes in a week from now. And yes, Raditz will be the next All-Star banner in a week. Hopefully the other unit isn't a green unit, because you don't want to replace Green Cyberman, who actually is pretty decent, because he's the only one on Saiyan Saga. Obviously the others aren't, the other Cybermen squad. So hopefully the other new unit is like purple or something, because if you didn't pull Yajirobe, okay, have this other purple unit. I think Yajirobe would be better, but I mean, we'll find out, right? Or even red, because if you didn't pull Vegeta, you really have no red on Saiyan Saga. But let's keep going. Unique ability, 2 times Kao Ken. Plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for 2 timer counts once the character enters the battlefield. Applies flying effects to himself until transformation ends. Okay. Plus 35% to Vanish Gauge recovery, reduce damage C by 20%. Vanish Gauge recovery on top of the green cards. Just remember that. Just remember that whole thing. And it's uncancelable. He's gonna have a lot of fucking vanishes. He is. Applies flying effects to himself every time own attack is evaded with the vanishing step. I'm actually gonna make a video on that. Him and Yajirobe together. Like this, reading this, he's gonna vanish a lot. Plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for 20 timer counts and restores ki by 15. Again, I don't like the conditional things of strike and strike already. 40% just conditional is not very good, but hey, he is more strike based, so just take it. Gotta risk it. Second unique, applies flying effects to self if own remaining health is 50% below after enemy attack is over, activates once. Draw special move arts cost, or arts card next, and gets card draw speed by 1 level 15 time counts. Now, below 50 is doable. It's not hard to get there. It's just that a lot of units can just one combo you, so it's like, you know, it's gonna happen a lot for sure. But it's also like, that sucks that it's below 50. Like below 70 would be cool. Below 80 would be cool, but below 50, it's like, it stings. It's like, you gotta, if you really want to do that, like, one-hitter quitter type of thing with his blue-green card, you gotta be below 50 to, like, get a guaranteed of it, right? I don't know. Getting card draw speed's good, but below 50 is a little rough, in my opinion. Last resource, his new unique, applies one effect self from Battlestar for 80 timer counts. Reduce damage speed by 10%, cannot be cancelled. Minus 3 strike arts cost, cannot be cancelled. Now, the strike arts cost doesn't mean anything, honestly. He has such higher key recovery from his own self and just his unique already above, like we saw it up there. And I believe his green card gives him key recovery. The strike arts cost means nothing. Like, he'll get enough key back, right? It's good because of card draw speed that he can get, but it legitimately doesn't mean much. Like, this unique is kind of useless. Like, 10% damage reduction, okay. Like, it means nothing. Truly, that's just a wasted unique. Then his last unique, struggling against the limit, applies one effect to self when this character enters the battlefield, restores ki by 20, plus 20% damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and gets card draw speed by 1 level or 10 timer counts. So, he can get up to level 2 card draw speed. He can get what? 100% 10% damage inflicted. Total, for everything, it is not that high. 20% there. Then, we keep scrolling. Nothing. 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 40% to overall damage inflicted. And then his strike gets, what, 60, it gets 80, and then I believe, yeah, 60, 80. And then you pop the green card, it'll be 110%. 110% damage inflicted is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta level of damage inflicted. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does not have the stats given, but I think his green card into vanishing a million times with Yajirobe will be a good combination. But yeah, that's him. That's him. Say your opinion on him. Whatever. Now to go over Namek Goku and then to discuss their teams. So, obviously I was saying some things about him, but yeah. Just understand that's his kit. Namek Goku. Now, the argument I heard was Namek Goku at 7 or 8 stars is replaced by Kao Ken Goku. Well, I'm going to show my version of it, right? I can't tell if he's replacing, if I don't have that unit at that stars. My Namek Goku obviously is near 12 stars. He's 11 stars right now. I can't go into that situation of, okay, mine's 8 stars, this guy's 14. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I'm going off my reading their kit and usage of them, not too often, but often enough to where I think I can understand it. But to look at this guy at 11 stars, transformation, a lot of high stats. Again, transformation units also will always have high stats. Defense is lower by a lot, strike defense especially. But to look, strike attack 281, blast attack 313. I think that's like top 3 in the game, his blast attack stat. Strike defense 183 and blast defense 185. Critical, pretty normal, a little above average, and then key restore speed, pretty normal. Holds a strike and blast. Then Saiyans, Super Saiyans. Oh yeah, Super Saiyans. And Sun Family. Obviously, you're not going to compete on Super Saiyans, right? Strike, normal, blast, normal. Blue card, we all know it. It's the counter blue card. Angry Kamehameha. Deals massive impact damage plus 20% special damage inflicted for 15 time counts upon activation. Counters will activate upon enemy arts while in fighting pose, excluding certain moves. Like, I don't know, like barriers wouldn't get countered out, right? 50% special damage inflicted 3 time counts once the counter is activated, and nullifies endurance when you counter. On basic blue card, like in a combo, it doesn't nullify endurance, but on counter, he does nullify endurance. Green card, it's a dash forward, no blast armor, similar to Kao Ken Goku's blue card when he does his green card. Giant Swing, plus 20% damage inflicted 50 time counts upon activation, restores all advantage gauge by 50% upon activation, inflicts force switching on hit, inflicts enemy attribute downgrade plus 50% impact damage received for 30 time counts on hit. So he does impact damage received, which is, I believe, is strike damage received, which is okay, but he's range type, so it's like, what, why? Okay. It doesn't make sense that much to me. If I'm wrong, let me know, by the way. If it isn't, you know, impact damage equals strike, I'm pretty sure it is, but if I'm wrong, let me know. But how I use this screen, and how a lot of people use the screen, you miss it intentionally, because you get that Vanish Gauge recovery upon activation. So I can miss this, get my Vanish back because I threw it, because activation, right? I just have to pop it. Then I have my Vanish back. Maybe I miss it and then they attack me instantly. Boom, you blue card. Boom, you vanish. And then you have another, like, kind of like Super Saiyan Blue Goku, like, you get a little Vanish back, again, if you just do this in the right scenario with the, it's all up to your fist equipment for both of these units. You kind of manipulate Vanish Gauge recovery, or Vanish Gauge. Obviously, Kao Ken does it a lot better, because the green cards he's going to get more often. He supplied them from just himself and his other allies on his other teams. But this isn't a bad green card, right? It's pretty good, it's just not better. Main ability, you've really made me mad. Draw a special arts card next, restores own ki by 30, minus 10 to strike and blast arts cost for 60 time accounts, and plus 60% to own ki recovery, 60 time accounts. And no damage inflicted on this guy in his main. Just crazy to think about. Z ability, one of the best Z abilities in the game, double attack for Saiyan or Super Saiyan, so that means basically any hybrid Super Saiyan, they're going to get this. Legitimately one of the best Z abilities in the game, that's not even debatable. Like, double attack is crazy, and every tag he's buffing here is like 95% of PvP, and about in 80% of the game. Like, it's crazy. He does Zenkai buff Blue Saiyans, which is more vast than Kao Ken Goku, but it does matter, it doesn't matter, because there's a lot of Zenkai buff for Blue Saiyans, so it's like, okay, like, pick your poison at this point, but it is a good one. Unique ability. Let's sell this now. Plus 50% to blast damage inflicted when 2 allies are defeated, so he is a last man standing unit. Kao Ken Goku is not last man standing, he gets nothing when he's last man. So this guy, last man standing, cannot be cancelled. Increased damage inflicted according to the number of time accounts elapsed with current character up to 70%. 3 counts, 40% damage inflicted. 8 counts, 70% damage inflicted. Notice, he's getting unconditional just by existing in a fight. And this guy is probably the only unit in the game where this is fine for, because you always are going to be at least fearful. Namek Goku, while I think he is overrated, you're always going to be fearful that he has a blue card, and he is the only unit right now in the game that's meta that makes you change your playstyle. You can't play as aggro stupid, as passively dumb, that you play in other matches against other units that you do against Namek Goku. You'll never know when he has a blue, unless it's blatant, like he just did a rush. Okay, he has no cards in hand. Maybe he has his main ability, but you can just tackle. Tackle doesn't get affected by blue card. Boom, you're chilling, right? He makes you change your playstyle, and having this 8 count thing to get his damage inflicted is perfectly fine, because you most likely will get in the fight for like 15 counts with Namek Goku. Like, you don't have to like swap around. You just gotta play a little bit smart, try to land that blue card, yada yada yada. Really, just don't be a dumbass and you'll be fine, and you'll get this 8 counts just flat like that. So far, easily better than Kao Ken Goku. Easily. Second unique, you can never destroy what I am. Reduce DMC by 40% for 10 time accounts when the character enters the battlefield. Higher cut than Kao Ken Goku, given he has less stats. The higher cut is actually going to be better defenses than Kao Ken Goku can get. Just understand that. Then applies flying effects to self when the character evades an enemy attack with the vanishing step. So when I sidestep, this happens to me. Restores ki by 30. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Not bad. It's just that, you know, maybe if you draw a blue card, that's a blessing, but, you know, maybe you draw a green card, boom, you do the green card situation I mentioned earlier. It could work out. Like, it's not that crazy, but it's good. Then it restores own health by 50% and minus 15 to special move arts cost when 2 allies are defeated. Last man standing buffs, you can't really compare it to Kao Ken because he doesn't have them, but it's just really good, right? 50% health back and blue card cost down. Very good on a unit that wants to do blue cards and manipulates the entire fight by blue carding. Enraged Saiyan applies flying effects to self when 1 ally character is defeated. This is dumb. This is very good. Plus 20% to damage inflicted. Applies buff effect, nullify attribute downgrades up to 2 times. Applies buff effect, nullify abnormal conditions up to 2 times. So let's say Purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku pops his ultimate. Well, if you have someone dead with Namek Goku here, he's immune. He can't be fainted. Like, that's really good. That's just really good. Him being immune to legitimately everything up to 2 times, which most things, there won't be more than 2 times. You'll have to experience it. Maybe like niche scenarios of, you know, LF Rose, who he can bleed 1,000,000 times. Sure, but like Super 17's ultimate, this guy's going to be immune. You could just go into him Afterwards, when you tank it with somebody else, then boom, you're not paralyzed. You can just chill out and kind of let it run off the other guy, and it's just not on Namek Goku. It's very good. Well, actually, Super 17 cancels buff effects, but you know what I mean. That example, right? Then his last unique, Awakened Legendary Warrior, applies 20 effects to self when this character enters the battlefield, restores ki by 25, plus 20% of damage inflicted cannot be stacked, plus 50% of blast damage inflicted cannot be stacked. Now, overall damage inflicted, what is it? 90%, right? Yeah, I'm not going to cancel Last Man Standing, right? I'm not going to count Last Man Standing. So 90% if he's in for 8 counts, and then for Blast, it's 105%. So he's getting 105% Blast damage inflicted, 90% Strike damage inflicted, and Blue Card damage inflicted, given his Blue Card does buff itself up. Okay, just to look at their teams, I went over them analytically, just went over everything. Now to look at their teams, their main 2 teams, right? I don't think these are the, worst teams. I think these are the best teams. So this Namek Goku's best team. You run double HP bench. You can, in place of Revival Goku, have someone else that's more offensive based, or have Revival Goku there. This is one of the most toxic teams in the game because the healing and everything around it, right? Then to look at Kao Ken Goku. I think this is his best team. He has a lot of strike stuff. He has a lot of damage inflicted just coming from the bench. Super Saiyan 2 EX is double attack. Namek double attack. And then Raditz, which is health. Then Z abilities from Kao Ken and everyone else on top there, which is also attack. This is his best team. Now, which best team is the best? It's clearly Namek Goku's best team. Now, does Kao Ken Goku make it on Namek Goku's best team? No. No. Kao Ken Goku, even at 14 stars while Namek Goku's at 7 stars, is just not good enough. Look, he doesn't get enough damage received, or damage reduced, I guess, that Namek Goku does, right? He gets 35%, even with a little bit lower stats, Namek Goku's going to tank better, okay? Kao Ken Goku is strike-based. This team, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, is blast-based. And to be real, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is your carry. You need another blast-based unit to supply him with blast. He doesn't want to do strikes, he wants to do blast, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He just doesn't fit. Now, does Namek Goku replace Kao Ken on this team? He could. The thing is, it's more likely you'll see Namek Goku replace Kao Ken on this team, just because the blue card. Look, the blue card just allows a different playstyle, and it's such a tedious and good playstyle for the person using him. And Stally, it's too good. Now, I don't think, if you're rating them right now, like, who's better on this setup, Kao Ken is better, but I need to do more testing. For now, he just seems to flow better because the green cards, all that, blah, 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 blah. He can do his thing. He just doesn't hit that hard, Kao Ken. To even, I guess, theorize him on a Sun Family team, because that's the only other team they share. If we look real quick, Sun Family is more blast-based, right? Wait, what? Why do I have multiple tags set? Hold up. Let me remove one and then go back. Sun Family is more blast-based. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, LF Gohan, Namek Goku. You could make a strike-based Sun Family with, like, purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku there. This Gohan, I believe, is more strike-based than blast-based, but he's blue, so it's like, you can't. Then you have, like, Ultra Goku, maybe. But again, the strike-based Sun Family, the strike-based Saiyan team, just doesn't match up. It's not close. Kao Ken Goku is definitely worse than Namek Goku. It's an LF, right? They're going to make the LF better. It's just how it is. He is transforming Gogeta level, this Kao Ken Goku, in my opinion. I don't think you can rate him below that. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's great. I think he is where he should be. And if he were any worse, it'd be kind of disappointing at this point, because he has very high stats. He had very high stats on release. He kind of just sustained that and got barely any damage inflicted. The best thing you're going to do with him is vanish a couple of times, switch in and out, once or twice after you popped a few greens, and then he'll do decent strike damage. Not great, but decent. Like, again, you saw in the instant showcase, he didn't hit that hard. Even against, like, squishy units like Blue Cooler, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who is a tanky unit, but he just doesn't hit that crazily hard. Let me know what you guys think of Kao Ken Goku and Namek Goku. Who is the better one in your opinion? I've seen people saying this guy is ass, to saying this guy is like as good as Green Broly, which I heavily disagree. I can't speak, I just woke up. Heavily disagree with. But let me know what you guys think. Who is the better unit? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.